Hey, what's up? This is Jordan Harris, the Mediocre Millionaire. So today we're going to be talking about what does the hiring manager look at? I spent a huge part of my professional career applying for jobs over and over and over, never getting called back. Every now and again I would get a call back, go interview, and I wouldn't get that position. So now that I actually own the company, I'm on the other side of the table. So I'm able to see what people do when they come in, and I'm able to see those bad habits. I'm able to see what happens on the applications and things that turn me off. So now I'm able to share those things with you so you can make sure that you're not making those same mistakes that I made back when I was applying for different positions. So please make sure that you are staying focused, taking notes if you will. Stay tuned, we're going to get into it.
What I want out here, yeah.
So the first thing that the hiring manager is going to be looking at is qualifications. So if you're trying to be a school teacher, they're going to be looking to see if you have the college degree that you need to be that teacher. If you're trying to get into any other trade, they're going to be looking to see if your resume and application state that you have the qualifications to even take the position, because they don't want to waste any time of bringing someone in, doing the interview, and then asking you if you have these qualifications or degrees or whatever it is that you need, and then you simply say, no, I don't have it. So that's the first thing, is qualifications. The second thing they're going to be looking at will be the gaps in between your work history. So they're going to look to see where you worked, and they're going to see how long in between those jobs. So if you worked at one job, let's say for a year, and then you took a year off, and now you're looking to apply and work for them, that's probably going to be a turnoff. What people typically look for is someone who has steady work history, someone who has been working from the time that they could work all the way up until now. So the gaps in between your jobs is important, but something that may be even more important is how long you're at these jobs. So if you're only working jobs for a couple of weeks at a time and then you quit, and then you show your next position that you were hired for, you stayed there for a month, and then you either quit or got fired, and then you were only at the next position for 3 weeks, and then you quit or got fired, and now you're applying to work for us, that's a huge turnoff, because the trend says that you probably won't work for us for very long. And hardly any companies enjoy doing a hiring process, so they want to hire somebody who's going to be there for a long time. So if you're showing patterns that you're most likely not going to be there for a long time, then they're most likely not going to waste their time with you. Another thing that gets looked at quite a bit that for whatever reason people have not grasped yet is your Facebook page. So anytime I'm hiring, or anytime just about anybody is hiring someone nowadays, one of the first things they'll go to is your Facebook page. And if you're wondering why that is, it's because when you're hired on to work for my company or for any other company, you represent that company. So the last thing I'd want to do is to hire somebody to work for me, wearing my name across their chest every day, and then my client is looking up my employees on Facebook, and my employees doing all kind of crazy, inappropriate things online. That's one of the last things that any company wants, is for a representative of them to be doing inappropriate things online, because it reflects poorly on the business. And that it doesn't matter if it's Walmart, Target, or a small company like mine, no one wants to be poorly represented, whether it's at the job or even off of the clock. So my suggestion to you is, for one, if you're going to be on there doing inappropriate things on Facebook or Instagram or whatever it is, set your account to private. If you're not going to set your account to private, it's important to use appropriate language and also to use appropriate judgment when it comes to what pictures you're going to be posting. You definitely don't want to post yourself doing anything illegal. I see so many people online with pictures of stuff that I have no idea where their judgment was when they posted that video or picture. But whenever you do post something, make sure that you would want your hiring manager to see that. you want to reflect the best parts of you online, nothing negative. The next thing that's going to be looked at is your general interest in the position. Oftentimes I will call somebody and I'll say, "Hi, this is Jordan Harris. I'm calling to speak with so-and-so about an application that I received." And their response every now and again is, "Yeah, okay." And I'm like, "You're obviously not too interested in this position because, for one, you don't even care about being impressive on the phone, and you don't care about the way that you're carrying yourself." So I will literally say, "This is Jordan. I'm looking to speak with so-and-so." And a lot of times they'll just say, "Yeah, okay," or "How can I help?" You got to be enthusiastic when you answer the phone. If you see someone calling, you don't recognize the number, you should answer the phone enthusiastic. You should sound like you're looking forward to speaking with them. That doesn't mean putting on a fake voice or being fake. It just means you should have a little cheer in your voice when you answer the phone. Ask questions on the phone. So you want to ask about the position, ask what the hours are, ask what the pay is. If you can think of anything about the company, ask those questions about maybe their growth. That would make them put you to the front of their list when it comes to interviews. And that's where you want to be. You want to be on the front of the list because you want to be able to impress so much that the hiring manager is not even really interested in doing any more hiring because they know they've chosen you. Okay, let's talk about a couple of things in the interview process. So after you've gotten the phone call and everything, you've been called in to do an interview. Once you come in to the location, there's a couple of things that the hiring manager is going to be looking at. One of those things is going to be your preparedness. So that's going to be whenever you come into the facility and you go and sit at the person's desk, please be prepared and ready to speak about the position. Please be prepared and ready to speak about yourself. I strongly dislike whenever someone comes into my office, they sit in front of me, and the first thing they do is grab their purse and start rummaging through it real fast. Or they pull their phone out real quick and they start going through it trying to turn their phone off or trying to silence it or whatever it may be. My thoughts are, you had time to do this all day. So why are you waiting until you're sitting in front of me to turn your phone off? Why are you waiting until you sit right in front of me to start digging through your purse? Come into the interview ready to interview. That doesn't mean I need to turn my phone off real quick. That doesn't mean, here, let me put this in my purse. When you go into the person's interview, when you go into the desk or the office or wherever it is you're going, you need to be ready to interview. Okay, last but not least, you've got to be on time. If you're late, it can look like you don't care too much about the position. It could look like there were other things that were more important about the position, about the interview. It could seem like you're a bit disrespectful because your time is more valuable than their time. So make sure you are on time. And when I say on time, I really mean at least 10 minutes early to every single interview. At least 10 minutes early. If you're able to follow those simple tips that I was able to give here, then there's no way that you'll be able to go months without finding a job. I understand that finding a job is tough because, like I said, I was in those shoes before. I've done that. But now that I'm on the other side of the table, I'm able to show you some of the things that are turnoffs and definite red flags whenever I see it. And I'm able to tell you some of the reasons why I don't hire people. So I'm hoping that today's video is extremely helpful for you, and I'm hoping that you're able to implement those into your everyday life so you can find that job that you're looking for. All right. As always, I appreciate your time. God bless. Take care. Please like and subscribe. Peace.